Get ready because Ella's final scenes don't just close the story, they pull every single thread together in a way that feels like a promise finally delivered, a finish line crossed with grace and strength that only she could bring. Her serene way of owning space is what makes heads turn before anyone even notices her outfit or the glow of the lights. On the red carpet, as flashes erupt around her, her shoulders stay calm, steady, almost like she's untouched by the chaos. In training halls, the same poise shows as she works through demanding routines, every breath forming a rhythm, every movement flowing with quiet confidence. She doesn't need to overstate her grace, it lives in her presence. When the camera comes close, she never hides. Instead, she lets it capture her truth, which is kindness stitched into strength. Between action shots and long takes, she laughs with the crew, resets the atmosphere, then dives back into focus without hesitation. Every action sequence feels sharp because her body communicates in precise lines, a leap held midair, a turn landing exactly where it should, a stance holding steady. None of that is luck. It's the unseen grind of long nights and patient hours that build the confidence of someone who doesn't just carry herself but carries the trust of everyone around her. Even when she's walking down a street in sneakers and a jacket, the energy doesn't fade, it's as if the pavement itself knows she's passing through. At charity events, she pays attention to others instead of demanding it for herself, and the photos of those moments echo louder than any words. She understands that true influence doesn't have to roar, and that being warm is far more magnetic than being cold. At a table read, the scribbles and small notes on her script hint at a mind that shapes every pause, every breath into meaning. Later, a tired but glowing smile after a long shoot reveals the joy that comes only after hard work lands successfully. She leans into photos with fans, turning quick seconds into cherished keepsakes, treating them as part of the journey rather than spectators. Her movements in rehearsals reflect complete control, precision, and presence, breathing life into still images that otherwise might have been static. She can sit quietly by a window, letting noise fade away, and prove that sometimes strength is the ability to stay still. That balance is rare. It shows she's not trying to convince anyone she's brave, she just is. Her way of showing care is not about gestures of grandeur but about attention, patience, and genuine presence. And that never switches off, whether she's on set or off duty, the same care threads through every action. That's why every picture feels like proof. They don't ask you to believe, they let you see it yourself. In one of the last frames, a mirror reflects her during rehearsal, polished star on one side, focused worker with tied-back hair and marked pages on the other. Both are real, both belong to her, and it's in that union that every achievement feels deserved. Look closer, and you'll see the secret. Ella is not divided between roles. She is both the worker and the icon, which is why her rise feels earned, not handed. These images capture something rare, someone who doesn't just shine under lights but carries her weight when nobody is looking. That is the magic people feel when they look at her. And that's what makes her story one worth following through every frame. This is the kind of journey Starbuzz lives for, stories that prove dedication and kindness can coexist with stardom. So stay until the very end, hit that like button, share with someone who needs this spark of inspiration, and drop a comment about which part of Ella's path moved you most. The next chapter is waiting, and trust me, it's going to be even more unforgettable.